Let us do more practice for programs related with classes and objects. In the previous example, let me first open it. Okay, this was, go to file, recent projects, and this one. Okay, this was the program that was explained in the previous lecture. And the problem with this program is that each time when we go to the assign method, the same value was being assigned to all the objects, because assign method was assigning 101 to ecode, 10,000 to bsal, similarly same values to hr and pf for each object eobj1, eobj2 and eobj3. So let me do one thing. What I am going to do is I am going to have some arguments for this assign method. So let's say long ecode 1, okay, then int, these are our formal parameters, bsal1, then this was float hra1, then float pf1. So total number of 4 arguments are going to be there. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to pass the values at the time of calling the assign method. Suppose it's 101, some value like 10,000. This will go to bsal1 formal parameter. Let me correct the spellings of float. Okay, then this is your HRA, then your PF. So this is for the first object. Okay, now eobj2 dot assign, the current object this time over is eobj2. The same method assign is going to be called, and of course I would be passing different set of values. Suppose it's 102, 20,000, 2,000 something, 1,000. Okay, and I'm going to do the same for eobj3. So I'm going to pass different set of values for the third object, that is for the third employee. Let it be 103, 30,000, suppose it's 9,000, 8,000 something, any hypothetical values. Okay, so let me explain. First time, the first statement is of main method. Main function is self-explanatory. It has been explained in detail with the help of a slide also. Implies eobj1, eobj2, eobj3 is going to create 3 physical objects in the memory, and when I would call eobj1 dot assign, the assign method would be invoked, but this time over I am passing arguments. 101 value will go into this formal parameter. 10,000 b ecode 1, 10,000 value will go into the second formal parameter bsal1, 1,000 value will go into the third formal parameter hra1. Okay, and 900 value is going to be put into formal parameter pf1. You people are well versed with the functioning of functions, so you won't face any problem. As you know, these are the passing arguments and these are the formal parameters. So the values have been sent to the formal parameters. Now what is the next target? The next objective is to assign the values captured into these formal parameters into respective instance variables. So what I would be doing is I would be writing ecode 1. Okay, ecode is equal to ecode 1, bsal is equal to bsal1, right? And formal parameter on the right side, because their values are to be assigned to the respective instance variables, right? So here pf is equal to pf1. It's a very simple technique. So each time we would be calling the assign method for a different default current object. The control will go to the assign method and different values will be passed to the formal parameters, and subsequently these values of the formal parameters would be assigned to the respective instance variables. So great job, because your object will be ready. So first object was ready through this assign call. Second object was object was assigned the values through this assign call, and third object was assigned values through this assign method, through this call of assign method. So three objects have been prepared as far as values are concerned, and rest of the program is same because we will be printing the net salaries. So let me repeat once again that in the previous in the example of the previous lecture, we were assigning fixed values like 101, 10,000 to all the instance variables of all the objects. But this time over we are invoking this assign method by passing the arguments. So values of these arguments will go into the formal parameters. So first time eobj1 dot assign 101, 10,000, 1,900, these four values will be passed to the assign method, and see carefully which will be the current object, eobj1. So this value ecode1 is having value 101, that will be assigned to ecode. And this ecode instance variable belongs to which object? eobj1, because this is our current object right now. Similarly, bsal1 is containing 10,000, that will be put into instance variable bsal, and so on. Similarly, eobj2 dot assign 102 value will go into ecode1, and 20,000 value will go into this bsal1, 2,000 into hra1, 1,000 into pf1, as you are as you may be comfortable now knowing that all these are formal parameters. Now this time over the current object was eobj2. So the reference of these instance variables ecode, bsal, hra, pf, that is in the context of eobj2. So these values of formal parameters are getting assigned to the respective instance variables of which object? eobj2. So forth. Same will happen for eobj3 also. So our next calls are to calc underscore net salary, which is a simple method which is going to calculate the net salary and print it on the screen. So let me execute this program. F9. Okay, here we go. As you can see, net salary of all the three employees, these net salaries are different. Why? Because in this program different values have been passed to the assign method. A better way would be to read the values from the user, that we will discuss in the next lecture.